Once upon a time, on a narrow street called Magmo, a woman named Kalu moved in with her three children. She had left another town where people had hurt her, so she did not trust any other. She wanted to be alone with her kids. She lived in Mama Kola's compound, a lively compound with many neighbors. But Kalu stayed by herself. She told her children, do not go out, do not make friends, stay inside. Every time she left for work, she would lock the door. I don't want friends, Kalu would say to her children. Stay inside. People in the compound noticed. They saw Kalu close off her life, but her children watched the street through the window. Mama Kola compound was a lively place. Neighbors would help each other. Mama Kola would smile and cook for the whole neighbors. Kamsi would sweep the yard and always share small things. But Kalu kept away. She answered greetings with one word and walked on. She told the neighbors not to interfere in her matter. Her past with her former neighbors had made her close her hearts. Mama Kola, the landlady, would even cook and give to the children, but Kalu would refuse it. One day, another neighbor named Kamsi helped her to pack her clothes. She gave her a strict warning never to touch her stuff again. Neighbors worried about Kalu's children. They offered help, but Kalu refuses. She kept her door shut. She locked her door every time she left for work. She thought locks would keep her children safe. She thought closed doors would stop trouble, so the children learned to stay inside. They watched the street through the window each time. They watched other kids play and run, and they could not go out. Now, people in the compound watched Kalu. They tried to say hello. They tried to bring food. Some of our neighbors would even knock on the door many times. Kalu was polite but short. She did not let people in. She said, I am on my own. She wanted to be alone and raise her children alone. Kalu children felt safe and lonely at the same time. They had their mother and they had her rules. One day, Mama Kola asked Kalu gently, Sister, why do you lock your children inside? They need to see the sun and other children. Kalu's face closed like a shut calabash. She spoke quickly and her voice was cold. I don't want anyone to interfere. I am on my own, no. Please, Kalu said. The neighbors tried not to push. They remembered that many people carry everything on their back. But their worries did not stop. The children with soft eyes pressed their face to the nets as they watched through the window. As life goes by, and life kept moving on. So the daily pattern continued. Kalu left. She would lock the door and the children would be inside. She thought she kept them safe, but the streets thought otherwise. One beautiful Saturday morning, the children did not go to school. The sun was bright and hot. Kalu had to be on her way to work that morning. She did her usual, closing the door and locking the children. Inside the house, the children tried to play. The older girls played with doll. Effie, the youngest, moved around like a little bird. He wanted to touch everything, scattering everywhere and opening stuff until he found the kitchen. On the shelf was a lighter, small and shiny. Effie's hands reached it. Kids are curious. This is their nature. He held the lighter and imagined small brightening thing. Effie clicked on the lighter and a small flame jumped up. It was tiny but brave. He looked at a piece of paper and he dropped the flame on it. The paper caught fire quickly. The towel near the stove also caught fire. The curtain was dry and light, and then it caught fire too. Smoke filled the room. The little one coughed and cried. They ran to the door and hit it with a small hand. Open, open, they cried, but the door was locked. Their mother went to work. They could only bang and shout. Inside the house, the fire hissed and pushed smoke to the ceiling. The children were small and scared. The locked door had stopped them from running outside. The rules their mother made to keep them safe now trapped them. Mr. Ahmed was walking past Kali's window. He was coming back from the market as he smelled something strange, a sharp smell. He sniffed the air and heard the sound of a child. The closer he comes to Kali's window, the more he hears the sound. He moved faster. He ran to the house and saw the smoke coiling out from Kalu's house. He heard the banging at the door and the small cries. He ran to his house and picked up a heavy hammer and came back. With one hard strike, Mr. Ahmed hit the door. Wood cracked. The door fell open with a shout of hair. He pushed through the choking smoke. He reached in with strong hand and pulled each of the child out. He wrapped them in a blanket and held them to his chest. The neighbors came fast. Mama Kola and Kamsi rushed with a bucket of water. People threw water on the burning clothes. Some beat small blankets on fire. The flame died. The smoke cleared. The children were carried into a cool morning light. Bring the children. Wrap them, Mama Kola shouted. The children coughed, but were alive. Mr. Ahmed sat down and fanned their faces. The neighbor wrapped them in dry clothes. The compound had moved like one body, fast and kind. The danger was gone because people did not wait. 2 hours later, Kalu came back. Her steps were light and quick at first. Then she saw the crowd. The compound was full of people standing at her doorstep. Her heart felt like a stone. She pushed through and asked, "What is going on here? Why are you all here?" Kalu said. Mama Kola stood up and said, "You left your children inside and the house caught fire." Mama Kola said, "Mr. Ahmed broke the door and saved them. We put them out of the fire." Kalu stood still. Her mouth moved but no sound came out. She felt like a lake that suddenly sees deep water. Shame and fear came at once. For a long time, she had kept people out to protect her. Now, the choice had kept her children in danger. Kalu said, "I was hurt before. I thought being alone would protect us. I did not mean for this to happen," she said. Tears ran down her face. She thanked Mr. Ahmed. She thanked Mama Kola and the neighbors. Their faces were kind but firm. They did not shout at her. They told her the truth. She had left small children alone in a dangerous place. Mr. Ahmed stood up and said, "You were scared, we understand. But next time let us help." This was a hard moment for Kalu. Her pastor taught her to close the door. But now she learned that a closed door sometimes keeps help out. A closed heart can keep love out too. After the fire incident, the neighbors did not leave Kalu. They took care of her children. They made small plans to help Kalu. Mama Kola said it was wrong to let children alone themselves. She suggested a little step. Leave the children with the neighbor. When you go out, make a simple bell one. Teach Efi not to play with fire. "Your family is here, let us help," Mama Kola said. Mr. Ahmed offered to check upon the children from time to time. Kamsa said she would watch the children for an hour whenever Kalu goes to the markets. They did this thing without asking too much. They just did them. Kamsi felt strange when they offered help. Her pride and fear fought her into it. She wanted to refuse, but she also felt tired. She had been carrying pain for long. She slowly accepted the offers. Kalu learned that asking for help is not always shame. Sometimes it is strength. And so, the house that almost burned learned to breathe with its neighbors. From that day, Kalu did not always lock her door again. She let the neighbors help. She let friends in. This is the end of this story. Thank you so much for listening. If you like this story, please subscribe, like, and tell us what lesson you've learned in the comments.